this. All cooked food is toxic. If you were to take a cooked seed and plant it, it would not grow. The life force has been destroyed. A tiny acorn the size of your thumbnail can grow into one of the mightiest trees on earth because it has this magnificent life force present within its being. Cooking destroys this awesome life force. Have you ever noticed how difficult it is to remove a cooked meal off a pot or a pan? How we literally need to take steel pads, various brushes, extremely hot water, and toxic chemicals to cut through this greasy and rock-hard food. The cooked food has a cement-like stickiness to it that is no less sticky in your body. Have you noticed how severely cooked food stain clothing? How difficult do you think it is for the body to deal with such a decomposed, devitalized, and denatured product? A bowl used to hold a fruit salad can be effectively cleaned with a gentle rinse and no elbow grease. No brushes or steel pads, no scrubbing or cleaning agents required. Putting cooked food into a human body is biologically unsound. The human body is not designed to digest devitalized food, and the ingestion of such foodstuffs is a great burden to the system and creates mucus and an acid disease condition in the body. When food is cooked above 130 degrees, all the enzymes in that food are destroyed. The destruction of these enzymes begin at approximately 104 degrees. Note that there is not much plant life in the desert, where temperatures often reach 120 degrees and higher. Enzymes are essential to our well-being. They conduct the air force through protein molecules and are needed for almost every bodily function. A depletion of these enzymes wreaks havoc on all metabolic, digestive, and assimilative functions. And a body devoid of these enzymes will soon perish. There are 4 categories of enzymes: amylase, which breaks down starch; cellulase, which breaks down cellulose; lipase, which breaks down fat; and protease, which breaks down protein. The enzymatic content in a newborn baby is great, while the opposite is true for the commonly sick elderly men and women of our generation. One of the reasons that high fevers are so dangerous is that the enzymes in the body begin to be destroyed at a body temperature of 104 degrees. If our diet is devoid of live enzymes, our body is forced to overutilize its own reserves, taxing the pancreas and intestines to supply more enzymes than they were designed to. Of course, the opposite is true. Eating a diet full of live enzymes creates the ideal situation in which our body's ability to repair and sustain itself is greatly enhanced. A diet devoid of live enzymes is devastating to our glandular system. That is responsible for regulating everything from our blood sugar to our appetite. The thyroid, pituitary, and pancreas are thrown into turmoil by an enzyme-deficient diet. And this is the cause of many diseases, from hypertension to diabetes to cancer. Any type of processing devitalizes food. Cut an apple and watch how within a minute it begins to the decomposition process, known as oxidation, and it begins to turn brown. I'm not suggesting you throw away all your knives and food processors. I am making the point that the less processed the food is, the better it is for you. If you've had the pleasure of eating a ripened fruit, freshly picked off the vine, you already know what I'm talking about. It is imperative that fruits, any seed-bearing plant food, including avocados, cucumbers, and tomatoes, be eaten on an empty stomach. The reason is that fruit does not digest in the stomach. It quickly passes through the stomach to digest in the small intestines. If there's a mass of cooked food struggling to break down in the stomach, the fruit will be trapped and end up rotting and putrefying, causing more problems. So eat your fruit on an empty stomach. There are many people that claim that fruit does not agree with them, and they get upset stomachs when they eat it. This stems from eating fruit improperly. It is also nature's requisite that you eat your fruit ripe only when it is ripe and not when it is too ripe. Unripened fruit will stay acid in the body and can burn the stomach lining, whereas ripe fruit becomes alkaline when mixed with the enzyme ptyalin that is extant in the saliva. If your fruit is too ripe and fermented, you will smell a hint of alcohol. This means that the fruit is overripe, and you should not eat it. Our bodies have no use for fermentation or alcohol and must use vital energy to expurgate the foul substance. It takes an average of anywhere from 3 to 8 hours, depending on what was ingested, for the body to digest a cooked meal. If you want to make sure you are eating your food on an empty stomach, it may be wise to do so in the morning, after your body has had at least 8 hours of fasting. It is a good idea to see how long you can go into your day without ingesting any cooked foods. You'll be surprised at how your body will respond to this change. Work your way up into a tired day and you'll be on your way to transforming your life. Remember, there's no faster, more convenient food than fruit. I always laugh when people talk about fast food. I always say, what's faster than an apple or a banana? Cantaloupes come in their own bowls, so it's just a matter of getting into the habit, like I have, of eating nothing but fresh fruits and vegetables. And I don't know how you guys are doing with the question and answer period. I'd love to hear about it. There's another thing I want to talk about.